So this is a huge day in the Hernandez household. Paco and I just got an SUV. This is the first vehicle I have had in 21 years. 21 years since I've had a vehicle to drive regularly. And this is it. Ta-da! 2018 Subaru Forester. Right now we're right here, right at the edge. And we want to work all the way through there, up the hills, down the hills, all different places, lakes. It's a beautiful reservation, and this fall I want to cover it all, and I'm going to be filming throughout.
Summer is ended, the leaves are turning brown, red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down. Now I'm not ready, not just yet.
So things are going to be a lot better now that Paco and I have a car. And one of the things that are going to be really good is that I think when you have a relationship like this, when you have a relationship where there's an age difference, sometimes having your own thing to do is something that's very important in the relationship. Although we have the same interests and we do a lot of the same things, ultimately he's going to have some things that he wants to do that are different than the things that I want to do. And now that I have a car and I'm able to get out of the house and I'm not just tied to what the subway and the bus system is, number one, I'm going to be able to go better places and film better videos. But also, it's going to give me my own thing to do. I'm going to be able to go to different gyms instead of being stuck at the Dorchester Y all the time. As Paco and I go forward now, we're going to try to have some separate interests. And even though we want to spend as much time together as possible, you know, when he's not working, I'm home during the day generally. I train usually late afternoons into the evenings. And then Paco comes home and we have dinner and we watch a little movie or something, and then it's time to go to bed and get up and have him go to work again. So we try to spend as much of that time together as possible. Now, we certainly have the entire weekends, other than my going to the gym and doing a little bit of training. We have the weekends to hang out and go places, but I'm always talking about expanding my horizons and finding different things to experience in life. You know, now that I'm 60, let's say I have a good 20 years left to do amazing things. Well, it's time I do amazing things. Well, hiking today is really just part of that. I'm at the Blue Hills where I had filmed a video earlier, but this is a different section. There's a zoo that I'm showing you a little bit of, and some hiking trails.
I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. The light that flickers will blow away the sun.
You know, I'm surprised that my sister's death actually affected me a lot more than I thought it was going to. I went way off my diet. I ate a lot of food. I had some alcohol, which I don't usually drink, and therefore that's why I have not shown you my abs like I said I was going to on July 4th. But what I thought I would do is I would show you my abs the way they look now, which is horrible, all right? I'm not trying to say, hey, look, I look good. I look horrible. Okay, so I am going to show you the fat me. I am not proud of this. I hate the way I look, but this are currently what I'm dealing with my abs. But if I show you the progression as I go along and I diet down and I lose my body fat, maybe it'll give you some inspiration, and maybe you can see the kinds of changes that you can naturally make. Even though I'm 60 years old, I can still make dietary changes. I can still make exercise and training changes that are going to put me into my optimum health, even with some medical issues. Hey, we're 60, we're always going to have medical issues. And giving up is not the answer. The answer is to find a way to work with them. And that's what I'm going to do. For me, hiking is the best exercise because I can get out, I can train almost like interval training, in that I can pick hills to go up. I can do some work on flat land. It works out really good. Sometimes exercise is just finding something that you enjoy and maybe try to do it a little bit faster. I know that sounds a little silly, but anytime you're outside and you're doing something, if you move and you try to move faster, you're going to get your heart rate up a little bit, and it's going to make a difference. A good example is if you go to a supermarket or a mall, don't drive around trying to find the closest space you can. Don't try to do that. Just park as far away as possible and walk it. Little things like that. Taking the stairs at work instead of the elevator, you've heard that a gazillion times. But little things like that add up, and you get a healthier cardiovascular system, and you can begin to lose weight, and therefore you get all excited even more, and now you want to do more. Energy builds energy. And that's why if you just get yourself out, you get yourself moving, you have a good time, you'll be successful.
All that blossomed will wither away and die. Not now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon.